The chapter name is triangles. It means we will discuss the congruency of triangles here. Congruency of triangles. Congruency of triangle means two triangles are congruent if they are overlapping each other. Okay, two triangles are congruent if they are overlapping each other, if they are covering each other, if they are overlapping, or you can say covering, if they are covering each other completely. Now, if they are covering each other completely, then these two triangles are congruent. I am taking, for example, these two triangles A, B, C, P, Q, R. Now, I told you that a triangle have three sides and three angles. That will be useful in our chapter now. Three sides and three angles. It means 6 parts a triangle will contain. 6 parameters a triangle will contain. Now see, first side is AB, second side is BC, third side is CA. Here in triangle PQR, or by angle wise you can say angle A, then angle B, and then angle C. Now come to this triangle. In this triangle PQR, first side is PQ, then QR, then RP, then angle P, then angle Q, and then angle R. Now, I have the relation between these 6 parts such that these two triangles will be congruent. Yes, I know you all will get to know what is the relation. You must have think of what is the relation. See, if two triangles are congruent, it means they are covering each other completely. And when it will be possible that they are covering each other completely? Obviously, if all 3 sides of a triangle are equal to other 3 sides of the triangle, and same on the same way, if 3 sides are equal, on the same time 3 angles must be equal. 3 angles must be equal to the other angles of triangle. Now, there is a most important thing is the corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts are equal. What does this mean? Two triangles are congruent if, now I am rubbing this general statement and I am writing two triangles are congruent if corresponding parts of triangle are equal. This is the definition that I am writing. Now, you must be clear with corresponding parts. If you don't know what is the meaning of corresponding parts, then you will not be able to solve any of the question. Now, what is corresponding parts? See, if I am taking triangle ABC and triangle PQR, first of all, see that the first point is A here and the first vertex is here P. It means corresponding to angle A, I have angle P. If angle A is equal to angle P, this is the first condition. Okay, angle A is equal to angle P. Now, what is the corresponding vertex to vertex B? After A it is B and after P it is Q. That is, on second place B vertex is here. It means angle B must be equal to angle Q. This is the second condition. Third condition is angle C is equal to angle R. Very good. This is the third condition. Now, three angles that we are done. Now come to the side. First see. First, if I am taking these two vertices, the line is AB. I am rubbing. The line is AB. And if I take this line AB, then in this triangle corresponding to AB, what I have? I have PQ. PQ is here. If AB is, it means AB must be equal to PQ. Got it? Now, BC. BC line is here. And corresponding to BC, what I have in this? QR. So, BC is equal to QR. Now, C, or you can say AC. AB, then BC, then CA or AC. Okay, CA. If I am taking CA, then I will take RP here. CA, this line, RP, this line. This must be clear. So, see carefully, if you have two triangles that are congruent, it means all of the six parts, all of the six corresponding parts of both triangles must be equal. And what are the six corresponding parts? Three angles and three sides. If all of these six parts of any two triangles are equal, then the triangles will be congruent. And if triangles are congruent, then these six parts will be equal. So the condition holds true vice versa. Vice versa means if I am taking first triangles are congruent, it means all of the six parts will be equal. And if I say all of the six parts are equal, then triangles will be equal, or sorry, triangles will be congruent.